So now it's working. Sorry guys, it wasn't working before. Anyway, I'm back! Hoorah! Hoorah! I forgot I still had this flag, what the heck. Should we discuss Borilla stock and its stuff, or should we discuss Belarus? I'm just gonna discuss Belarus first. Everything below this river goes to Belarus. But I know that historically Belarus had a claim on Smolensk because it was majority Belarusian. But like everything west of Smolensk and east of Poland and southeast of Lithuania is core I was gonna say Lithuanian, is core Ruthenian, not specifically Russian, but Ruthenian identity. But yay, this is the second part. I'm currently on vacation in Virginia Beach. Unlike how I normally film in Florida. Should they have Borilla stock? Not really. Sure, they have a lot of Belarusians, but like, hold up. So Poles make up 42.6, Jews make up 2.1, Germans make up 0.4, Russians make up about 46. So yeah, it's a majority Russian, but like there's a slight sliver of Poles. And since I cannot stand border gore about there being an exclave of Russia, I'm just gonna give it to Poland anyway. Democratic Republic. I know it says democratic, and normally countries that have democratic in its name aren't typically democratic, but it is democratic. It's an exile in Canada. So yeah, I'll just have Poland have the areas around Białystok because it looks good. Now for Ukraine, I am totally going to die. Or the second I see these comments, there are going to be so many arguments. So, every mostly most stuff north of Kiev, like Chernobyl and Chernihiv, is ethnically Ukrainian, and they have a lot of ties to the Zaporizhian Cossacks, which are also Ukrainian in heritage. But there's Luhansk and Donetsk, which are majority Russian, so I'll let the Russians have it. There are going to be so many arguments between Russians, Ukrainians, and people that actually live in Donetsk and Luhansk, but my videos aren't that impressive. Yay! So I won't have to deal with them. And if there are arguments, deal with it. So yeah. There you go. Independent Ukraine. Hooray! The Galicians the Ukrainian Galicians are typically Catholic in their nature, so they'll have some, some autonomy. I'm filming a video right now. Is Crimea going to be in the alliance of Ukrainians? No, because they were historically Crimean Tatars. And if I have one comment that they are ethnically Russian, I will crash out. Everything above this line will be ethnically Kuban Cossack. I think that's an ethnic group. So I'll give that to Kuban, because why not? Also, they have a lot of ties to ethnic Ukrainians. The Kuban are 50% ethnically Ukrainian, and there are lots, and I mean lots of Ukrainians there. There were lots until the entire thing got declassified by the Soviets, and now it's made up of ethnically Russians. But it's 1919, so I don't care. There, problem solved. And if you have something with that, deal with it. Actually, I'm just gonna make Luhansk and Donetsk their own country, because I'm gonna give the Don Cossacks their own country. all Cossacks don't even recognize themselves as ethnically Russian anyway, so. До свидания, Don. Or is it До свидания or is it Don свидания? Anyway, Don свидания. Get it? Don Cossacks. Don свидания. До свидания means bye in Russian. That was not funny at all, but I don't care. I don't care, comrades. I have a really bad Russian accent. My first video was when I was 7. That's why I have a baby voice. And now I sound like Neptune from Beam Show, the 5-secondly object show. At least that's what I think I sound like. My mom doesn't know who Neptune is because she doesn't watch object shows, unlike me. Donbass. Oh yeah. Cossack Union. They're not gonna actually be a union, they're gonna be separate countries because they're two ethnic groups. The reason I made the Union of Ukrainian is because they're both majority Ukrainian. Even though the Galician People's Republic is Catholic like Poland, and the Ukrainians in the Russian Empire are typically Orthodox Christian. I am going to kill my iPad because they keep saying I need Wi-Fi when I literally just logged into the Wi-Fi like 10 minutes ago. Circassia. Islamic Republic of Circassia. because after the Circassian genocide, I think they need to exist after all the harm the Russians put on them. They'll also have all of Karachay-Cherkessia up to this line because they can. I'm also gonna make them green. Dark green. To match their flag. I'm gonna make Vladikavkaz their own country by the name of Ossetia. And because they're ethnically ironic. And I mean that, they're literally ironic in their nature. If this happens again, I will... There. Should they have South Ossetia? That will be a temporary occupation. Because I am too tired. I hate having to do this every time. There, the Northern Caucasus are done. Yay. Now to do the Southern Caucasus. I'm not gonna give the car area to Turkey because its majority Armenian. In fact, just let them have this fat strip of land. I know it's the Georgian Democratic Republic, but my hand is too tired. Guys, Kazakhstan will be the hardest thing to do. For real. That was so hard. I'm done. Yay. Yay. I'm gonna have Bavaria have this area of the Sudeten because it looks really bad. It looks way too bad. Do you guys think this was a fair peace treaty? I think so. Save scenario. Now I will show you how to play as Poland in this. I guess you could call it a mod. So the first thing that you would want to do as Poland goodbye, Lithuania. They're actually holding. No, they're not. Change your flaggy flag. We will be conquering Eastern Europe as Poland. No puppets. Just full-on annexation. Actually, I'm just going to be conquering the entire Europe, because why not? They may have conquered Samogitia, but I have something up my sleeve, which is called an offensive. Farewell, those who I hold dear. Hello, cosmic universe. The Battle of Narva. The Baltics are secured. I forgot to add more cities. Since the Union of the Donbass is so small, we will conquer in about 2 days. I'm not going to declare war on every single country around me. That would be redundant. They sacrificed the south, and now they're advancing into Kherson. Bye-bye. Now they're down to where the Ottomans controlled, Crimea. But they're bad at it. Farewell, Kuban. I won't even need a battle. There, now we have an entire wall. Guys, this is called a peacekeeping operation. It's totally a peacekeeping operation, guys. Trust. We're totally not invading every single country around us just because. Hello, guys. We will be. These cities are immediately fall. Also Bavaria, because they're just a big wall separating us from Baden and Württemberg. Bye bye, Stuttgart. They're not autonomous anymore, so what do I even keep the name? Bye. They sacrificed Eindhoven. I don't know how you guys missed that. Now they're focusing all their power on Germany. Sucks to suck. I forgot I put them in 2 alliances last video. There. We captured Reims and Nancy. We have the gates of Paris. Something that World War I Germany could not achieve. Poland is the best country ever. We totally did not get partitioned like 7 jillion times. I forgot I'm playing as France. Bye bye, Toulouse. Toulon is ours. Nice is ours. No country could stand against Polska. We have God on our side. I'm not actually Christian, I'm just saying that because, yes. That's how people used to think, how they won battles. They say we have God on our side. But in reality, you just shoot a lot of people. How did Croatia fall so easily? If I take over Serbia and Montenegro right now, there will be nothing holding back Bosnia. And they're pushing. Montenegro is always the one that falls first. I'm sorry. In reality, Bosnia is my favorite. Oh my gosh. In fact, I'm just gonna invade Italy because I can't stand this guy. In fact, it's not even a condominium anymore, it's just full-on Italian. But Italy doesn't own it anymore. It's not Polish. Polish forever. Now there's a lot of resistance going on in like Tuscany and the former areas of the Papal States. That will boost morale. I forgot we conquered the northern areas of Algeria. And Albania. If we invade Bulgaria right now, there will be nothing stopping us from conquering Bucharest. Plovdiv, isn't that like the oldest city in Bulgaria? Oh my gosh, guys, I'm the oldest person on Earth. I'm at war with Russia? I didn't even notice. If we just navally invade Russia through like here. And also land invade through Karelia. When did I declare war on Russia? Bro, shut up. If I invade the Ottomans right now, the Poles are actually the first people that that marched into Constantinople, by the way. Trust. Now they're retreating into now they're retreating into Bulgaria. They don't even know that we've conquered Ankara. Or Constantinople. Why did I say Ankara? Are these like the ethnic Turks that live like in this northern part of Bulgaria? They don't even know we've conquered like the two major Turkish cities. We all rounded them up. They all surrendered. We conquered Russia. Poland is the best, guys. We didn't even need a battle for that. During World War II, wasn't like the roads like Italy's major destination spot? Because like it's in Greece, so like kind of makes sense. And also Greece is really tropical. We have a little thing known as an encirclement, which I don't think you've ever heard of before, bro. What's up with this? Whatever, they all died. Anyway. Now they're just pushed into like ethnic Armenian and Kurdish areas. Now we have a defensive line. No, we don't. We have an attack line. In Poland, there's no such thing as an attack line. Or there's no such thing as a defensive line. There's only attackative lines. I don't even think that's a real word. Which shows how smart I am. If we just declare war on like the northern Caucasus. And southern Caucasus. Then there's nothing stopping us from Van. We could just attack from the north. We could just attack from here. Bye bye. Hi Persia. We have come to kill you. Why? Because we want an easier way to access Van and kill the Ottomans. The Ottoman Empire, not the Ottoman people. Something that I've never understood is when people say America is an empire, and I'm just like, empire means means a country with multiple people that stretches vast areas of land, and empire doesn't really mean anything bad, so like I don't even know how we're supposed to take offense to that unless you're racist. We have accomplished something that a lot of Germans have never done. Invaded the British Isles, conquered all of Russia, united almost all of Europe under one flag, and invaded Switzerland. The Germans have nothing on us. It's not even British anymore, it's just Ireland, because we already killed the Brits. The British country, not the British people. If we declare war on Tunisia, we surround them on like every side, including Malta. So like, I don't think there's anything holding us back from, well, anything. We've already conquered Tunis, and now their capital is Sfax, which has facts. We're spouting facts. Now we're declaring war on both Moroccos, French Morocco, and Spanish Morocco. Everyone knows that Jerusalem is ethnically Polish. True facts. Chest. Just chest. Now there's only 3 countries. Iceland, the Union of Poland, the Union of Europe, I guess. Now there's only 2. That also means that we're gonna accomplish another thing that Germany has failed to do. Conquer Iceland. I just want to speed this up more. Now if we conquer Reykjavik, there's nothing Iceland can do. They're already dead. I'm only doing this just because I can. What do you call a puppet with a puppet? That's not even a joke. I'm actually asking. What is a puppet with a puppet?